topic of today's discussion is how to use UART communication in Arduino. More specifically, we are going to learn how to transmit data via UART, and we are also going to learn how to receive data via UART in Arduino. As far as the hardware connections are concerned, we can use two different methods to interface Arduino via UART. If you are using PC, you can use USB cable for interfacing your Arduino board via UART communication. If you are using an external peripheral device, you can also use pins 0 and 1 in the Arduino's digital I/O for transmitting and receiving data via UART. So these are the two different methods for communicating data via UART, and the code remains the same for both the method. For our discussion, we are going to use method 1. We are going to interface the Arduino board with personal computer, and we are going to see how to transmit and receive data via UART communication. In problem 1, we are going to make the Arduino board to transmit a constant string of welcome to EIE to personal computer every 1 second. So the data is transmitted from the Arduino board to the computer via UART communication. In Arduino, we have a lot of built-in functions. For UART communication, we have a built-in object. This built-in object is called serial object, SCAPS. So we use certain methods or functions and variables to use the internal UART of your Arduino. So what are the various methods I want in Arduino? Serial dot begin method. In bracket, it requires the baud rate. So begin is a function that will start the serial communication. For starting the serial communication, you should know what is the data rate or baud rate. I hope you guys understand what is baud rate means. What is baud rate? Baud rate means number of bits transmitted or received per second. If there are two devices, this is my Arduino, this is my PC, and both of them are transmitting and receiving data, they agree upon a common data rate. I will transmit data at 9600. You also transmit data at 9000. If this fellow is transmitting data at one rate and this fellow is transmitting data at another rate, then the serial communication will fail. So once you begin the serial communication, second thing is how to transmit data. How to transmit data. Very simple function, serial dot print function. Whatever you wanted to print, you print it. Arduino will start transmitting it. You can even print whatever you want. EIE. Serial.print EIE. Serial.print. You can also pass a variable count, simply as simple. So this is how we transmit data. There is also a different version of the same function, serial.print line, ln. If you add ln at the end, ln, print plus ln, print line. If you pass the same EIE, the difference between this function and this function is this function will add new line at the end of the string. So this print function will deliver data outside the transmit pin. The data is transmitted via the TXT pin of your Arduino. So whatever you put, the data is serially transmitted out. Problem 1, interface Arduino with PC using UART. Hence, transmit welcome to EIE every 1 second. So you are interfacing Arduino with computer, and the Arduino is transmitting this data. What data? Welcome to EIE every 1 second to PC. So who is the transmitter here? Transmitter is the Arduino. Who is the receiver? Receiver is the PC. Source code. As usual, we have two functions, void setup function, and then you have void loop. The setup function, I initialize the serial port. Serial.begin. Begin is a method or a function. This function will start the serial port. And what is the parameter you have to pass? You have to pass what is the baud rate that you want. 9600 means 9600 baud rate. So what is the function of this method, or what is the job of this function? Start the serial port, specifically UART serial 9600 baud. So that is the job of this one. So once you initialize it, that's all, nothing else. In the loop function, what I do, I am transmitting this data constantly from Arduino. So what function I should use? Serial dot print function, print, in double quotes, welcome to EIE. Serial dot print, welcome to EIE. And then every time it prints that, I want a delay of 1 second, which is 1000 milliseconds. Every 1 second, Arduino starts transmitting data to PC. Take our Arduino. This is my Arduino IDE. So go to File, click New, File, Save As, stop, create a new folder called UART, and then save this as UART transmit data. Save this serial. So the moment I put serial, it is changing color. That means it is a built-in object. So serial dot begin. What is the baud rate I want? 9600. That is the only line that will start the serial communication at 9600 baud. Then in the loop part, serial dot print. What is that I wanted to print? I want to print come to IE. So I also wanted delay of 1000. That would print will come to EAE. So let us go to tools and see whether the board is correct. Arduino Uno and COM3. That's right. Now it's time for you to upload the source code. Click this upload, then it will completely program device. Okay, that's done now. In the tools menu, there is a provision called serial monitor. So this serial monitor will capture the data that is coming from the serial port. So that's what is being shown here. Welcome to EAE. Okay. The problem is it is transmitting without any line break continuously. So that is why you are not able to see that clearly. So what I do, so I close this. Now in the source code, instead of using print, I use print line. LN, I add LN here. Okay. Print line will add a new line character at the end of the string every time. So let us rewrite this code once again. And now if you see the serial monitor, you can see that it is dumping the strings one after the other, which means after the end of each string, we have a new line character at the end. Okay. So if you want the Arduino to print something else, I put something else here. And I upload this tools serial monitor. So as simple as that. You can do that in the Tinkercad platform. So take Arduino. So Arduino is already connected with your USB. We are actually dealing with sudo UART. So go to code, text. I don't want all these things. Serial.begin 9600. Serial.print line. I had the code and start the simulation. Now we have to see the output in the code. In the bottommost part, you have provision called serial monitor. The serial monitor, it is printing here. The rocks. I hope you are seeing this in the serial monitor. This is where we type the source code. In the code window, at the bottommost part, there is a provision for serial monitor. So that is where you see the output. So you stop the simulation and you change the source code here. So put welcome to AE. I increase the delay period to 2 seconds for the simulation. So you can see that it is now getting printed. In this case, every 2 seconds. Okay, so that is serial transmission. In problem 2, we are going to see how to receive data via UART. In this case, the personal computer is sending the data and the Arduino is receiving it. Now, in this example, we are going to see the personal computer is sending a fixed set of commands, and the Arduino will understand and interpret those commands and perform some unique control operation based on the command that is received from computer. Now, in this particular scenario, we have used two simple light emitting diodes connected at pin number 12 and 13 respectively. Based on the commands that are sent from computer, the Arduino will take the following control action. For example, when the computer sends a command A, light emitting diode 1 is turned on. When the computer sends command B, light emitting diode 1 is off. Light emitting diode 1 is connected at pin number 13, for example. And when the command is C and D respectively, the light emitting diode 2, which is connected at pin number 12, is turned on and off respectively. And for any other command, the Arduino should put off both. So this is a simple example where the Arduino is receiving data via UART and it interprets the data and it performs certain control action based on the interpretation. So this template is normally used in a lot of control applications. Let us see how to do it. We have seen the command for transmitting data. Serial.print line is the command that we use. So the third thing is how to receive data. How to receive data. The command for receiving data is serial dot read function. Serial.read function will always return a value that I will assign to some variable x equal to serial.read. Okay, because read function always return a value. So that value I assign it to a variable. And then you take decision based on what is the value of x. If x is equal to say capital A, turn LED 1 on. Else if x equal to B, turn LED 2 off. So on and so forth. Likewise, you can fill it up. But the problem here is when will you read this value? Because I don't know when the value will come. This is the Arduino. This is the PC. When PC is transmitting data, Arduino should be receiving it. But the question is when the Arduino or how the Arduino knows the PC is transmitting data. There is a special function for that. What is that? Available function. Serial dot available. Available function means whether any data is available in the serial port. If PC gives some data to Arduino, let us say if PC transmits this character A, then it comes to Arduino's serial buffer, something like your letterbox. So I am checking whether there is any letter in the letterbox. If there is any letter in the letterbox, then only I will read it. So I put an if condition prior to this. If serial dot available greater than 0, serial dot available returns a value depending upon how many characters are received. If that is greater than 0, that means if the letterbox has a letter greater than 0, then only I read the letter. Otherwise, I don't do. So this function we do just to check whether any character is received by Arduino or not. So this available function will tell you this available function is used to know whether a data is available to read. Whether a data is available to read. What it mean? Only when the PC has transmitted something, I will read. Otherwise, I don't read. This function is used to read data. Okay. Let us now go back to our Arduino back file, new. First of all, I save this, the desktop, the UART, I put this as UART receiver code. So as usual, we have to start the serial port. Whether it is transmit or receive, we have to initialize the serial port. So serial.begin 9600. So I start the serial port. From the receiver side, I have to receive a character x equal to serial dot read function. Something is read and it is assigned to x. So first of all, you have to define what is x. So I define this x here, character x. So that is done. When should I read this function? Only when there is data to be data available to be read. So if serial dot available function AVAILABL serial dot available, this fellow will return a value if it is greater than 0. Imagine this as a letterbox. If there is any letter in the letterbox, then only I will read this. Otherwise, I don't read. I put this entire construct into this if condition. I read the letter in the letterbox only when the number of letters is greater than 0. That is the available function. Available characters in the serial port. If the available characters in the serial port is greater than 0, then only I read. So what will you do after reading this letter? I take some control action. If the value of x is equal to double equal to is used for comparison is equal to capital A, then what I do? I do some control action. What is the control action I should do for A? I want to turn the LED 1 on. So what is LED 1? How do I write LED 1 on? Digital write. LED 1 is connected to 13th pin. 13th pin, I write a high. For this to work, you have to convert 13th pin as an output. So that I do in the begin section, setup section. In mode, 13th pin is configured as output. So digital write 13th pin high, and then else if the same A, if it is B, then 13th pin I have to make it low. Else if it is equal to C, I have to put LED 2, which is 12th pin, a high. Else if it is equal to D, the same 12th pin, I will put it off. If none of the characters are satisfied, I have to put off both the LEDs. Both 12 and 13 I put off. Okay. So you just understand the flow here. I check whether the serial port is having a data. If it is having any data, then only I'll read. After I read, I check the value of A. Depending upon what is the value of A, depending upon what is the value of X, and then I take some control action. This is a simple if else condition. If it is A, I turn on 13. If it is B, I put off 13. If it is C, I turn on 12. If it is D, I put off 12. If it is not any of these 4, I will put off both. Okay. I copy this entire code. Go to add of the simulation. We have two LEDs, one in 13 and 12. Let's take LED 1. another LED. So anode of this I connected to 13th pin, and of this I connected to 12th pin. There is one ground line. I use this one. Can also connect the same point R here itself. You can I delete this line. I use the same ground line for connecting this. In the code, one thing that we missed here is we have to connect pin number 13 as output. Similarly, pin number 12 should also be configured as output. So start the simulation. So in the code window, we have the serial monitor. So I use capital A and then send it. You can see this LED goes on. I send capital B, that is going off. I send capital C, second LED goes on. I send capital D, second LED goes on. Okay, maybe you can. I'm not sure whether this is visible for all of you. Are you able to see this? A, I send this LED. C, I send this LED. I will send some other character called X that should put off both. Okay, that's how it works.